everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video it's a busy morning getting ready before we go at lifting pit silage. So we're just getting the 6270 cleaned up. So it's been on the straw blower all winter, keeping the cattle bedded, and then I spent all spring on it keeping the calves bedded. So we need her now to go tedding, because we have 25 acres down for a lad needs to be tedded out. So me and Rory are just giving it a wash. When I say me and Rory, he's scrubbing it there. I've sprayed on the suds on it, and then we give her a wash off, and we give her a tidy up, and then give her the once over, and then we go get the tether out the back of the shed, and it is in the back of the shed. There's a heap of machinery in front of it. So yeah, that'll be fun, go out. Then we get Rory set up at that, and then I'll be going on then to go mowing, and then after dinner then we start lifting pit silage. So yeah, busy morning to get a lot of things done before we go lifting silage again. So I'm gonna get the power washer going and we start washing her off. So we have it washed. Doesn't look too bad.
Good as a new one.
Good as it's new, yeah. If we just ignore that it's missing a few bits and a couple of dented panels and that, yeah, she's not too bad. She's cleaned up rightly. So now it's time to go move a heap of machinery and get to Tether. So we're in the shed. We have to move bee harvester, big square baler, John Deere round baler, and we have to take out the cord drill to leave it out, because we're going to be planting something very unusual and we're going to need that, we think. But yeah, it's a long way into the back of the shed to get that out. Well, anyways, we're getting moved. Also, I never thought of it, but we'll fold that up. It'll give us a bit more space in the shed too. Anyways, we get all this crack moved. And that's the tether coming out of the shed. It literally last job, and then it was backed in here for safe storage. So everything is kind of everywhere, but we have it out. That is the main thing. So now we're back to the yard, give it a bit of a clean off, grease her down, and hopefully in half an hour's time Rory will have started tedding. Everything was working well, so let's just give it a quick grease and we're away, we're in business. So just while I'm up here, I do a job for Live Feed the Calves here. So it's Big Charlie, all looking good. So yeah, all seem happy out, all there. So we come back to the house now and we get this machine ready to rock and roll, and hopefully in more than half an hour. Let's just run through all the grease points, unfold it, run it. I went in, so it should come out working. Things generally don't break when they're not being used, so a bit hot. And Father Phil was just going over the shovel again before we go off later. She was getting hot on me and there was a leaking water jacket, so he's that fixed. So now we get the tether back in here, fold it off, and get her greased up and ready for action.
This fear is contagious.
heading. So just giving Rory a crash course on it. You think you're managed?
Yeah, sweet, eh?
Yeah. Scroll her down well and see that she go down. And just be prepared to lift it back up then.
Trying to go on down.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad there now. It might just be...
He's a bit lazy on it, you know?
Yeah, he's not just getting the weight and pulling it down. Now, you don't have to operate with the back window open. If you want to stay cool, you can try with the door open.
Yeah, that's not bad at that now.
One thing to keep an eye out for, see the way the PTO shaft comes to the rail. Just be careful she doesn't let it down on that. If you have to like get her to drop down in a hurry.
Yeah. It's got a slight lag too.
Yeah.
When you drop it down.
I don't know why that is. Give it a good flick down like ahead of time and see how it does.
So, yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's just
Like not a little bit to get down.
yeah, trying to like quite down.
Yeah, the motion.
Yeah, lower the input, yeah. I'd say it should take you about 3 hours
Oh, yeah.
to get all that done. So I got me running tight now.
We're going 12 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock. So 1, 2. When you do this one done, do the big one next.
Yeah,
Do the
right.
big one next, and then when you've that one done, we've had her either call you or we'll see how we're getting on. We may have to.
May leave that little one over
Yeah,
there.
we might have to leave that and do it tomorrow.
Too easy.
Away there. Yeah. Right. I'll leave you to it. Happy out?
Yep.
Okay. That's it heading away there. It's just, I don't think there's just enough weight in the tether to get it to kind of go down and then nose in, because it has to kind of nose into the crop to start lifting it. As soon as it noses in, it's flying out. So yeah, Rory is a good, I'd say 3 hours ahead of him to get that shook out, leaving us a little bit tight. We'll start trying lifting silage be 2-3 o'clock. So I'll leave us tight. But I had planned on putting up the drone, but then I was like, no, don't have time to fly the drone. And then I also had planned just to go out into the field and drive alongside him for some nice footage. But maybe I will do it. Often I'll do it. I have to go mowing. I have about 1.5 hours mowing to do, and then back and get the shovel up to where we're cutting and get one trailer off the 2725, put it onto the 99, take off the moors. Yeah, never a dull moment around this place. Right. And before we take off, let the tractor breathe a bit. We could probably do it getting a brush. I will have to get a brush. Just make that a bit easier. Also, I'm to get the yoke to open them, taking them in, because where we're going to be softer bit of ground, and probably want to let the ground dry in between the swarts rather than mowing out flat where I mowed yesterday, which is where Rory is currently tedding. Mowed that hall yesterday, 25 acres. We mowed it out pretty flat, except for one more I had turned in so that we could get it. But anyways, get these done, we go out of the yard. And a sudden change of plans. Just come into the yard to get diesel, and Father Phil was just ringing the farmer that I was just about to go to say right, he's on his way. And turns out the farmer's cattle got out onto the meadow, and they might have been out on it all night, and he just called off. He says we may leave it for a couple of days till the kind of grass stands again, and so on and so forth. So in a way that suits quite a lot, because we went from being under pressure to not too bad, just like that. And it can often go the other way just as quick when you get a last minute call to do a bit of baling or mowing, or you have to squeeze in a bit of work. Oftentimes it goes either way, but luckily it went that way today. So yeah, drop off the mowers and put on the trailers, and I have to take the trailer off the 2725 because unfortunately we will not be drawing with it because we have a long draw this evening. And yeah, just no, I think I'd be the only one brave enough to do this long draw in the 2725, because I think everyone had lapped me on the run. It is a long draw. But anyways, get these mowers taken off. I think I'll take them off here. This is out of the way as anywhere, I think. And now it's time to go get trailers and tractors organised. So 6290's right, have to get the 7618 and cane back from where we were working last night. We got a puncture, so that should be repaired. So get that, get brought back, swap the cane onto the 99, put the other trainer on the 7618, get the herring off the 2725 and leave it for a lad that's coming to draw for us. He's drawn with his own tractor, he'll pull the cane, or herring. Yeah, all go. Yeah. Right, so I go and live now, is it? So, like everything, change of plans. Just rung the tyre man, see how they got out to the tyre yet. He hadn't. Said he'll be there in half an hour. Try not to go over the guinea fowl. So I'm going to bring the loading shovel out to where we'll be lifting in 20 minutes, half an hour's time or that. And yeah, we'll get going. So yeah, happy days. So Liv is after picking me up. Bro's been picked up from school.
Whoop, whoop.
Half day, bro.
Yeah.
Ready to
last day of school ever.
This is the last day of secondary school ever.
Yup. Exactly.
So we're filming you on your last day of secondary school.
Pretty much.
Jesus, bro. What are you gonna do with yourself?
Not confirming.
So, bro, how's the leaving cert going? Any advice for anyone else doing the leaving cert?
Skip it.
That's all good when you want to be a teacher.
No, what one of my teachers said is the hardest thing you'll ever do. Leaving cert. Altogether.
Yes, I don't know about that. Anyways, I'm eating at McDonald's here, and we'll be ready to rock and roll when we get back to the yard. So, we're just checking up with Rory there, seeing how he's getting on, and he's flying it there. He's just about finished. So yeah, he'll be done in half an hour. Now it's just put tractors and trailers and go. I think I've said that about 10 times in this video, Liv, in the last 3 hours.
What is this video about?
Basically us rushing and racing to try and get going. Literally. So yeah, the joys of it. And we're ready to go. We'll have to get Eric at the windows in this tractor. It didn't, the dust from doing the harrowing it done, it's got into the inside windows. It'll need a bit of a clean off. It is actually very bad. I didn't realise how bad it was. Jeez. Anyways, we get back to the yard a week, yeah, we're ready to rock and roll out. And we are ready to roll out. So Father Phil is ready, Liv is ready, and I'm ready. So yeah, it's time to, once I'm turned around, roll out of the yard, and we start lifting the third pair silage this year. So yeah, that is really it. There's not much more else for. It's just one of these mornings rushing and racing and all the rest. And where Rory was, Rory's going to come and meet us where we're going to be lifting, and then by 6 o'clock everyone will be with us. There's 2 lads coming at 4, 1 lad coming at 6. We'll have 5 on the draw for the long draw. We won't be long getting round it. But yeah, it's always a bit hectic to try and get going when there's just so much on, but it is what it is. But the main thing is we're ready to go. So anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And Sunday's video will be the first baling of the year. So I'm just going to give these a quick wash. I'll catch them before they get to the field. But yeah, that's it for me. Good luck. Care what a bit of water and soap does. And brush. Can see now.